Okay, here we go. That was on, wasn't it, before? Yeah, okay. This is called dumb cluck in the kitchen. Dumb cluck means... You didn't turn that off when you went in, did you?
It was on.
Oh, thank you, sorry. A dumb cluck means a fool, foolish, stupid, like a numbskull. It's not a rude word as such, just insulting. Oh, you can't even do a simple little thing like that, you dumb cluck. It's old-fashioned slang. I haven't heard it for years. English was my best subject in school. Hello, there's a little spider here. Well, it's not here now. English was my best subject. Oh, there he goes. English was my best subject in school. I love words. One day in 6th grade, another girl and I won best composition. We had to read our short stories out to the rest of the class. 2 guys were sitting at desks at the back of the classroom. I think they're from the education department. What an honour. In 7th grade, first year high school, as we used to say 60 years ago, our science teacher gave us homework assignment. Memorise the planets in order from the sun. So I did, but apparently no one else in our class even bothered. Hand after hand was raised, but one of those students could name all the 9 planets. I raised my hand and began slowly enough. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, and going faster and faster and finishing the gallop. You know, horses gallop. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. Everybody was smiling at me. Teacher, students. I basked in the warmth of those smiles for years. Okay, now for the rest of my non-existent scholastic achievements, school achievements. Cooking class. 12 years old. I want to have a little drinky here. Do you mind having a little drinky? I hope you put your feet up and make a cup of tea and yeah. Hang in. I'll back it. Wait a minute. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, now hang in a minute. Oh, hello. Saah thoughtfully puts some tissues here. All right. Oh. Oh, goodness gracious. Where will I put this? Oh, I'll put up my sleeve. Yeah. Okay, cooking class. 12 years old, me. First lesson, scrambled eggs. You know, milk, beaten egg, cook. How hard can this be? As we stood beside our finished product at the end of the lesson, I stared intently at the strange-looking mess on the plate, small and dark yellow, and then realised I'd forgotten to add the milk. Oh, like boiling an egg and forgetting to add the water. It progressed steadily from there, week by week. A list of pure horror. Afternoons of sheer misery. Thursday, if I recall. Thursday afternoons every week. The teacher was lovely, tall and very pretty. No matter what I did, she never said a word. She simply walked towards me, shaking her head slowly, with an expression of profound, deep sorrow, because I was so stupid. Like that, she walked up to her. She never said a word. She was lovely. The expression said it all. I do hate that look. Once my best friend, another best friend, moved around a lot, was Mandy doing the cooking. Mandy stirring the bubbling cauldron. Like a mad, demented witch out of a 400-year-old medieval play. She even wore a witch's hat. You know the phrase, a fifth wheel. A car has 4 wheels. The 5th one is stuck on the end of the car in case it might be needed. When someone is feeling ignored, not needed, they feel like a 5th wheel. Useless. That was me, standing there idly in the background, doing nothing. I couldn't have cooked if my life depended on it. My friend suddenly said, "Get me some flowers." Flowers? Oh, to decorate the table for our meal. How elegant. I could have sworn she said flowers, plural, more than one. But what she actually said was flour. You know, that white powder you make cakes with, flour to thicken whatever it was she was cooking, the stew. Wait for it. So I looked about, and there on one of the refrigerators against the far wall were 2 glasses filled with dried up somethings formerly known as flowers, but now dying of thirst from lack of water. I walked over and picked out a few of these scrawny nothings and carried them back to my poor unsuspecting friend. You've heard of double takes? You know, when you see something that shocks you, you go like that. That's a double take in English. Holding the flowers in one hand, I tapped her on the shoulder with the other. "Here are the flowers you wanted." She turned her head and then... You see double takes in movies. You never expect to see them in real life. At this point, the only one I ever saw. At this point, our dear teacher walked towards us, shaking her head slowly and looking at me sorrowfully. I wanted to sink through the floor. Speaking of food, all this reminds me of something my mother once said. You know, toothpicks, those long thin pieces of wood you remove little bits of food from your teeth, toothpicks we call them, and snacks, those small amount of food that you eat between meals. Well, it was after dinner. I was washing the dishes. Mum was sitting down trying to get something out of her teeth with her tongue, you know. I said, can I get you a toothpick? Mum said, no, that's all right. This can be my after dinner snack. Vomit. You know vomit? When you eat a meal and then bring it up again, that's vomit. This is also a verb, to vomit. I'll get back to vomit in a few seconds. Oh, what? Yeah, you thought I would. You're on the edge of your seat with suspense, eh? Wait for me to get back to vomit. Remember the farts? My mother wore dentures, you know, false teeth, the kinds you can take out, you know, you take them out. She had eaten a lot of sweet things as a child. Her teeth became full of cavities, holes. So she had them taken out and replaced with crockery, you know, plates, crockery teeth, what they make cups and saucers out of. Back to my story. One dinner, we were sitting down after dinner, all was peaceful and still. Suddenly, Mum became bilious, you know, they had to sick to the stomach, you know. Ugh. She knew she was going to vomit. We've been waiting for it. Here it comes. And not wanting to cover her chair with this horrible substance, she rushed over to the kitchen sink, as one does. You know, when you wash the dishes, well, it was either that or all over the floor. Come on, people. And then she stood, heaving up her last 3 dinners. Oh, we know how she felt. We'll be heaving up our last 3 dinners in a minute. Oh, yeah, sorry about that. Suddenly, there was a mighty crash, bang, clatter, followed by a horrified shriek. My teeth fell out! Her false teeth had fallen into the sink. Oh, those wonderful little moments in life. A day that crying will echo down the ages. My teeth fell out! But still, she finally felt better. Really, I don't know what was worse, her false teeth in the vomit or the sink, or her false teeth in the vomit in here. Oh, much for muchness, as we say in English. 6 of one and half a dozen of the other. Both as bad as each other. But everybody all right to get out there? No? Oh, sorry. We're still even. Yeah, we're all right. We just brought up our last 3 dinners. We all feel better now too. Okay. Now this is dumb cluck in the sewing class. This is me in high school, mind you. Same lovely teacher as my cooking class. I started out well. I sewed a skirt. You know the skirt you wear, a skirt? A skirt around the waist. I embroidered little placemats we made to use in the cooking class. So little placemats, put the plate on. I embroidered them. I was doing pretty good there. No problems until the gym outfit. You know what you wear when playing sport? Goes down to here to the hips. Yeah. Goes to the hips and worn with a braided belt around the waist with tassels at each end. Tassels. Use your imagination. Simple to make right. Nothing to it. Get real. This is moi, me. Teacher gave us short little paper patterns to place over the material and which you used to cut out the paper shape. You used the paper and you cut out the shape on the material for the gym outfit. The patterns ended at the waist, so we were advised to keep cutting to the end of the material, not to the end of the pattern. So the material would end at the hips. I hear you say. That's right. I got to the end of the paper pattern and turned left. Halfway across, aghast, I realised that I had just created the world's shortest gym tunic. It ended at the waist. Oh, miss, all my little pretty pink panties. Oh, miss. That dear lady walked slowly towards me, shaking her head sadly. Dum-Dum in another of my classes. Who did I murder in my last life? I heard her mutter. Is that Dum-Dum again ruining my class? She took me to the back of the classroom where rested 2 large sewing machines on tables. They were light brown plastic covers and looked benign, harmless. When someone is so sweet and nice, we say in English, butter would melt in her mouth. Don't actually always say that. Yeah, someone's really sweet and I say, butter wouldn't melt in her mouth. Well, butter wouldn't have melted in those sewing machines' mouths. They were all smiles. Till teacher lifted off the lid. Wait, it's coming. She said, do you know how to use a sewing machine? No, I replied. She took a piece of material and demonstrated how to sew it. Then I had to go. She could not do it for me. I had to make the clothes. Otherwise, what was the point of the class? She placed the ragged remains of my once pristine, as it was in the beginning, gym outfit and left it to me. I placed my left foot on the pedal, you know, the pedal under the table that powers up the machine, the pedal. Yes. Here it comes. And then that machine came alive. It was not a machine, it was a monster. It saw a teacher walking back to the front of the classroom, her back to us, all unheeding, unknowing. It looked first to the left, then it looked to the right, no one to notice us. And then it grabbed my gym tunic and ran with it, taking off at the speed of light. I clutched at the other end of the material with a heart-rending cry of, "Stop, stop, I tell you, it's mine! How dare you! Give me that gym outfit, you bounder, you rotter, you can, you beast!" Can you imagine it, having a wrestling match with a sewing machine? Oh, I was just about to put my foot up. I just about to put my foot up on the desk, the better to rip my gym tunic back from that evil thing's grasp when I finally remembered to take my foot off the brake. Motion to indicate I'm insane. Sighs. I finally remembered to put my foot off the pedal. Oh, don't say it. We won't, thank you. Oh, miss, sad smile, shake of head. I felt like sinking to the floor again, considering that I was down on the upper floor. That was a long drop to ground level. Still, I stand by what I wrote before. Now and then I'd pop my head around the door on odd days, and those two machines would see me and go, "Ooh," and I'd run screaming down the hallway. And every so often, I'd hear teacher mutter, "Dum-dums, stupido, another of my classes. Oh, who did I murder my last time? I've already written that. Oh, you've written it twice, you fool. Well, good for another laugh." Which explains all of those machine guns. Oh, all of those machine guns. Here we go. And bazookas. You know, machine guns. And bazookas. Ba-doom, ba-doom. And barbed wire crocodiles. And man-eating piranhas from South America. Here you are. There you are. Barbed wire crocodiles. Man-eating piranhas with all the teeth. There you go. Yes, surrounding every room she was in. All that to stop me from getting her cooking and sewing classes. To all of my fellow idiots out there in video viewing land, take heart, there's hope yet. If I can survive being so stupid, so can you. And on that positive note, I shall say, the end. Well, he's still there. Oh, here's another one. If you might like this. This is called 45. This is called In the Olden Days. Hang in, I'll get there. Wait a minute. This is called Yay. This essay is called Yay, as in Y-A-A-A-A-A-Y. It will make sense as I read it. They had large families 80 to 90 years ago. They bred like rabbits in them days. A plague of mice and nothing on that lot. Mum's father had one sister. Mum's mother had 4 sisters and 2 brothers, 14 uncles and aunts. 2 of the couples did not even have children, yet the rest of them managed to squeeze out 11 cousins between the 11 of them, whatever of them. Oh, please, what? It's more than you need to know. Mum's mother was the family-orientated member of the clan. It is not oriented, it is orientated. My throat. It is not who shall I say is calling, it's whom shall I say is calling. I do realise, my voice is going. No, I do realise that if language had not changed through the centuries, then we'd always still be speaking Geoffrey Chaucer's Middle English from 600 years ago. I don't care. I love it orientated. I love whom. Right, back to Mum's mother. Oh, my throat's going. I'm sorry, I've been reading so much. Oh. It disappeared. Saah's disappeared. If you bear with me. No, Mum's mother. That's not the second part of the sentence. That was 2 distinct sentences. Now back to. I think I finished here.
Thank you very much.
My